Hello, good evening, students. I am Rahul Pandey, and today I will continue your chapter The Portrait of Lady, written by Khushwant Singh, part number 2. Okay, so today I will teach you from the paragraph when I decided to go to abroad for further studies. Okay, so dear students, kindly open your book and concentrate your mind from this paragraph. When I decided to go abroad for further studies, I was sure my grandmother would be upset. Khushwant Singh said that after completing my study in our country university, I determined to go abroad for my further study. Okay, so at that time, I was sure that my grandmother would be upset. Khushwant Singh said that I thought that my grandmother will be very sad and I would be away for 5 years and at her age and could never tell. And I thought that means what would happen, okay, whenever I will return from abroad after spending for 5 years. But my grandmother could. She was not even sentimental. She came to leave me at the railway station, okay, but did not talk or show any emotion. The author Khushwant Singh said that my grandmother was very brave and she doesn't have any kind of sentimental. I thought that she will weep, okay, but she was very courageous lady. And it means in place of weeping, my grandmother came, okay, near station, okay, and she left me. And at that time I noticed that my grandmother did not talk to me so much. She only gave me her precious blessings and did not show any kind of emotion because she knew very well that whenever I will show any kind of emotion at that time I will not concentrate on my work. Her lips moved in prayers. Her mind was lost in prayer. Oh, whenever I was going to abroad, my grandmother was praying for me that may my journey and my time in abroad will be safe and successful. Okay, her fingers were busy telling the beads of a rosary. Silently she kissed my forehead and she was praying to God for me. She kissed on my forehead. Okay, and I when I left I carried the most imprint as perhaps the last sign of physical contact between us and the parting with my grandmother. The writer Khushwant Singh said that was very dejectionful because I thought that means I will not see my mother whenever I shall return from abroad after completing 5 years. So I thought that means it is the last contact, okay, between me and my granny, okay, but that was not so. Khushwant Singh became very happy as well as shocked because after completing 5 years, when I came back home, I was met by her at the station. I was shocked that, oh my god, means with my parents, my granny, my grandmother came near a station, okay, to receive me. Oh, I was very glad. She did not look a day older. My grandmother was looking same. She did not look a day older. Okay, she still had no time for words, and while she clasped me in her arms, I could hear her reciting her prayers. When I came, my grandmother hugged me, okay, and still she was praying with God because, dear students, I had told you already that author's grandmother was very religious lady, okay. Even on the first day of my arrival, her happiest moments were with her sparrows whom she fed longer and with frivolous rebukes, okay. When I came at that time, she was very happy, and when I was in abroad, she used to get happiness after giving the grain to the sparrow. In the evening, a change came over her. The author said that I saw some changing in my grandmother at evening. She did not pray. She collected the women of the neighborhood, got an old drum, and started to sing. Oh, I saw that. Means at evening, as usual, she did not pray and she collected the women of the neighborhood. She invited all the women of the neighborhood, saying that please come at my house at evening. My grandson has come from abroad after completing his further education. Okay, got an old drum and started to sing. Oh, for several hours she jumped the sagging skins of the dip, uh, dilapidated drum. Oh, and sang of the homecoming of warriors. And she began to sing. She began to sing for my coming welcome, just like warriors. We had to pursue her to stop to avoid overstraining. That was the first time since I had known her that she did not pray. And I forbade my grandmother that please, grandmother, don't do this, okay? Just carry on your prayer. But she did not. She did not listen my words. She was so glad. The next morning, she was taken ill. Oh, my grandmother became ill early in the morning, and it was a mild fever. And the doctor told us that it would go. Whenever I called to doctor and I said that please check what would happen, okay, to my grandmother, doctor said that she is suffering, okay, from fever and it will be continue. Oh, but my grandmother thought differently. She told us that her end was near. When my grandmother heard saying these words by doctor, she told me that don't worry beta, I I am thinking that now the time of going from this world of my departure has come. She said that since only a few hours before the close of the last chapter of her life, she had omitted to pray. She was not going to waste any more time talking to us. My grandmother told me that I want to pray. I want to take the name of God at the end of before the end of my life. We protested, but she ignored our protest. She lay peacefully in bed, praying and telling her beads. She began to take the name of God lying on the bed, and even before we could suspect, her lips stopped moving and the rosary fell from her lifeless fingers. And dear students, it was very dejectionful time because whenever she was praying, at the time of praying, the author's grandmother died. Okay, and a peaceful pallor spread on her face, and we knew that she was dead. Whenever the author saw that the lips, the fingers of my grandmother is not moving, after seeing this situation, the author realized that my grandmother has died now. We lifted her off and bed, oh, and as is customary, laid her on the ground and covered her with a red shroud. As a custom, okay, after dying, I covered the dead body of my grandmother by shroud, and after a few hours of mourning, we left her alone to make arrangements for her funeral. My father, my uncle, me, and my all means villagers, my neighbors collected at my house, gathered at my house, and we started to complete the funeral ceremony of my grandmother. In the evening, we went to her room with a crude stretcher to take her to be cremated. Okay, at evening, we were ready to take my grandmother near cremation place for cremated. The sun was setting and had it lit her room and veranda with a blaze of golden light. Whenever we were going to cremation place with my grandmother, at that time the sun was blazing a golden light. We stopped halfway in the courtyard, and whenever we stayed in the courtyard, what I saw, we saw that all over the veranda and in her room, right up to where she lay dead and stiff wrapped in the red shroud, thousands of sparrows sat scattered on the floor. So, dear students, it was a very pathetic scene. Okay, oh my god, very pathetic scene when the dead body laid on the veranda. What happened after seeing the dead body of the grandmother, the author Khushwant Singh said that thousands of sparrows gathered there on the floor. Okay, All the sparrows were weeping, they were very sad, okay, because he has also lost her owner, her lady, her mother. She used to give her grain. Oh, there was no chirping. The sparrows were not chirping. Just see the emotions of the sparrows, students. We felt sorry for the birds, and my mother fetched some bread for them. And whenever I saw the sparrows, the Khushwant Singh said that I was very sorry seeing the situation of the sparrows. My mother was also weeping like me. All were weeping, dear students. And my mother brought some bread for them, that at the end I means she wanted to realize that, tell all the sparrows that please don't worry, now from onwards I will give you the bread, okay. And my mother also broke my mother gave fetch some bread, some pieces of bread on the courtyard, but the sparrow did not eat it, okay. She broke it into little crumbs the way my grandmother used to, and threw it to them. But the sparrow took no notice of the bread, because the sparrows were very sad. They were weeping, dear students. The sparrows were not hungry, and being hungry, they cannot eat, because they were also very sad. And what happened when we carried my grandmother's corpse off? They flew away quietly. And whenever after departing the dead body of my grandmother, as soon as the dead body came outside of the courtyard, all the sparrows flew from there, and they did not come. They did not come again. Yes, next morning the sweeper swept the bread crumbs into the dustbin. The next morning, when the sweeper came, and he saw that there were lots of crap, okay, bread crumbs on the veranda, on the courtyard, and he collected all the crumbs of the bread and he threw it into the dustbin. So dear students, the end of this chapter is very pathetic, okay. So now this chapter have completed, okay, have taught by me. So I hope that you will definitely understand this chapter very well. And now students, you will be ready for the coming questions of this chapter for your examination. So this is the question, and you will complete all the NCERT questions of your textbook in your fair notebook, okay. So keep learning and keep practicing, okay. Have a nice day.